Hi there, I'm Hima. Now I would like to talk about father. When your father is not rich, but he always tries to give you a best life, isn't it? So please never forget his sacrifices and always appreciate his sacrifices. For instance, I have a story for you. A father's sacrifice. James. James was working in a garbage yard, clean drains and manholes. He had a daughter, but he never told her that he is working in a garbage yard because he did not want his daughter to feel ashamed of his job. So, whenever she asked him about his job, he was telling that he is working in an office and he was wearing a suit whenever he went out of the home. Before returning home, he was taking a bath in the public bathroom and wearing a suit again. So, his daughter had no idea what her dad was really. James did not want his daughter to live a life like him. He never respected for the work he did. He was humiliated because he was not educated. So, he is determined to send his daughter to school. He started working day and night to send her to school. He couldn't afford to buy a new shirt for himself, but he made sure that his daughter had a new school uniform and books every year. He never visited the parent teachers meeting and he was thinking that how can I? I'm just a cleaner and I won't get along well with other parents. But his daughter always wanted him to go with her. As time passed, his daughter had grown up. Now she was about to get enrolled in an university. One day before her admission, he started counting all his savings. But it was not enough to pay her admission fees. James did not have any relatives to ask for a loan. That moment, he was devastated. He knew that he won't be able to send her to university. So, he was helpless and hopeless. He went to work, but he couldn't concentrate on the work. So, he stopped working and sat in the corner of the garbage yard and started crying while his co-workers kept working. His co-workers, they didn't look at him. They didn't even talk to him. A whole day had passed. It was time for him to return back home. And he did not know what to answer after returning home to his daughter. Before leaving the workplace, all his co-workers gathered in front of him and asked him, "Do you consider us as your brothers?" James did not know what to answer for a while. Before he could answer, they handed him their one day's income. When James hesitated to accept that money, they answered, "We can starve for one day, but we cannot see our daughter's dreams being collapsed. She must go to university." Tears rolled down his face as he accepted the money. He did not take a bath before returning home that day. He returned home in his dirty clothes. After seeing him in dirty clothes, his daughter asked him surprisingly, "What, Dad? What happened? Is everything okay?" That moment, James revealed everything what her dad was really. After knowing the truth, his daughter hugged him and cried very hard that moment. Now she is a doctor and having luxurious life. She doesn't let James work anymore. She never hides anyone about the fact that her dad was a cleaner. Instead, she tells it everyone proudly. Every week, she even visits the place where he worked before and she feeds his ex-co-workers. One day, one of them asked her why she does that. Then she replied with a pleasant smile, You all starve for me one day. I wish to God that I could feed you every day. That moment, James realized one thing, that he was never poor because he is having a daughter with a heart made of gold. So, you see, please be thankful to your father for everything, because without your father, you might not be the person you are today. Thank you.